everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. I have very little voice. It's been another all singing, dancing day. It's going to quieten down tomorrow, back to normal tomorrow, so you'll have to excuse me as I kind of squeak my way through this reading now. I have the after tarot on the tarot table today. We are looking at the state of a couple of royal marriages today. The first one you can only loosely describe as a royal marriage, Harry and Meghan. And the reason I'm looking at it is the Royal Grift picked up an article in Star magazine. Now it's tabloidy kind of stuff, but she's noticed, and she notices stuff, the Royal Grift. She's noticed that if Star magazine starts a story circulating, then it tends to actually become apparent as true some months later, and this is that they seem to use Star magazine to lay the groundwork for stories that are being planted basically and will pop up as ripening later on. And this one is titled Harry and Meghan, Is It Over? Split rumours and explosive fights. It's basically quoting a lot of Tom Bauer stuff, but it's talking about the state of their relationship after Harry's, I'm using air quotes which you can't see, obviously successful trip back to the UK, his attempts to reconcile with Pa and slide his way into some light royaling, and how unhappy Madame is about this and the prospect of the children being caught up in all of this. I'm interested in this because yesterday when I was looking at Madame's possible return to acting, I got the Lovers in reverse when I asked who might be putting this story out there, which I thought was interesting. That's a split card, and this article in Star magazine talks about them being separated or separating, and that's the narrative that the Royal Grift thinks is being seeded now to prepare us probably for 2026 announcement of a split. That's as the gist of what she was talking about, as far as I can gather. I was listening kind of in the middle of the night, I have to say. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to do a relationship reading, 9-card reading, Harry on the left, Meghan on the right. What's going on? We're going to do past, present, future. Past, we're going to talk about this year, 2025. Of course, she wrote in the sand, 2025 was going to be her big year. Now is now, in the wake of that trip back to the UK for Harry. Future is 2026, so that's the time frame that I'm reading on. It's a very tight reading. I'm not looking at 10 years later what's going to happen to them. I'm looking at now, basically. The now as in 2025, 2026. What is going on in their marriage? Okay, okay. Interesting card that's revealed itself. Four of Pentacles. Let's get to it. Tarot, of course, for fun and entertainment. All just, in my opinion, all wild speculation. I just do energy readings here. And of course, there is a disclaimer in the box below. Harry on the left, this is the past. Meghan on the right. In between them, what's going on. And present, and this is the future that I'm putting down here. Sorry, as usual, can't quite get the cards onto all in the frame very well, but never mind. Underlying energy is a 6 of Swords in reverse, and this is the getting yourself transitioning to a better, basically a better mental state, a smoother, calmer place in life. It's in reverse, meaning if someone is trying to avoid conflict, get away from conflict and trouble, possibly by traveling over water, moving overseas, or returning from overseas, 6 of Swords in reverse, they're not able to do it. So there is trouble in paradise, and the trouble in paradise is something that neither of them can really escape at this moment. This is the underlying energy, and it has something to do also with traveling or wanting to return home, 6 of Swords in reverse, and not possibly being able to. Heart of this reading, this is in the current energy, what's going on. Working royal, it's about money though. It's about where is the money, who's bringing home the bacon. So far, neither of them Meghan has been a big giant flop with her lifestyle brand and her With Love Meghan show on Netflix. They've lost that Netflix deal. They've got a first look deal now, which they've tried to spin as being super fancy, but it's nothing at all. I could have a first look deal with Netflix, quite honestly. What else about their money? Money, PAR, of course, the Bank of PAR, possibly open for business again, just slightly anyway. And that's the central issue, is money. Money. Where's the money coming from? How are they going to sort out their financial problems, which I think quite now are getting to be quite pressing. Not calamitous, not yet. I haven't got that energy from them yet, but this is an issue. Where is the money? Who's earning it? How are they earning it? And that can break a marriage. That's almost a guarantee to break a marriage that is on shaky ground. Anyway, past. Harry. Past meaning this year. The first, let's say, 8 months, 9 months of this year. 8 months. Big cards. Harry's got the Emperor in reverse. And that's male, the sort of patriarch of the family energy, the Emperor, and it's in reverse. So his male ego is taking a battering in this marriage. Not surprising. Plenty of body language analysis going on, of Meghan controlling, Meghan the mask drop, and all of that. Revealing the narc, does good sterling work analysing all of that on YouTube. And so very, very uncomfortable with his status, with his role in the marriage, I would say, with that Emperor card in reverse. It's also just plans and schemes that aren't unfolding the way he expected them to, because the Emperor is about organising. He's the one who gets the troops marching, and they aren't marching here for Harry, not at all. This has been a dud year for Harry, really has. After a dud year last year with those 4 royal tours and polo, a big giant flop, what has he accomplished this year? Nothing at all. His charities have all blown up. The Centre Bali scandal in particular, he really hasn't accomplished anything. It's also PAR, the Emperor, of course the King, and Harry's desire to reconcile with the King and get back in his good graces and do some light roiling again, which has probably caused friction in this marriage. Herself, she's got the Judgment card in reverse. I'm not going back. But I would say, because it's the second coming, of course, the Judgment card, it has a bit of a do-over energy in reverse, not going back. But it's also got that energy of errors of judgment and being criticized. She would go back if there was an apology. We've been told that numerous times. So it's not like she won't go back. She will only go back on her terms. And for now, it's like, I'm not going back because I'm not getting what I want out of the situation. I feel like I'm being criticized. I feel like I'm being judged unfairly. This is all about going back to the UK because of the Six of Swords as in reverse as the underlying energy. And in between them is the Six of Pentacles. That card is about reciprocity in a relationship, fairness in a relationship, give and take in a relationship. We're not talking about their charitable endeavors now, although it's likely there in the energy. Harry and his, I want to be a humanitarian, and Meghan, I want to be a billionaire. The two energies don't really correlate very well. They don't meet very well in the Six of Pentacles. But it's really, I think, I'm getting almost like a tug of war between them in this energy of him and what he wants, and her resistance to going along with what he wants. And he is feeling really disempowered in here and diminished as a man. And she's feeling really like she's being criticized and condemned, judged very harshly in this situation. And how do they square this? How do they reach some sort of compromise in their relationship? Very difficult. It's interesting. It's a money card. And the central issue in this marriage right now is a money card as well. Who is the one that is actually making money. Let's look at where they are right now. He's got King of Cups, which is par energy, interestingly, again. And she has got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So his energy is really very focused on reconciling with his father. If I didn't have all this other stuff on this tarot table, I would be tempted to say that he's actually trying to reconcile with her, with the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is open-hearted and loving and nurturing and generous-spirited and loyal and all of that. But no, this, because it's sitting under this Emperor card in reverse, and we've got the 6 of Swords in reverse as our underlying energy, this for me is all Harry's attention and focus is on getting back in with Pa because of the money. Because that's where he sees his future, because he's messed up everything else, in my opinion, of course. His attention is not on her, and she's feeling it here. Her energy is outcast, wretched, being ignored, being left behind. 5 of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. She's very, very worried that he's going to sail off back to Pa and back to this lovely 8 of Pentacles energy and leave her behind. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want that at all. It's how can I get back in? If you're going to open this door back to the royals, you got to take me with you. You can't leave me behind. That's how it's reading for me. And if there's venom coming, and if there's venom being printed in, for instance, Star Magazine, it's coming from her and her panic that she is going to be left out in the cold, and she doesn't want to be, which is why this card is in reverse. You're not going to leave me behind. You're not going to abandon me. You're not going to leave me a wretch out in the cold. When you scooch back into this comfortable place of this 8 of Pentacles energy, the Bank of Pa, open for business again. And all your energy over here on Pa and reconciling with Pa. She, of course, hasn't reconciled with her father, who is also a King of Cups, doesn't want to. I personally think she might be forced to at some stage quite soon. It's reading like that in here for me just a little bit, I have to say, because there is coming in from the cold energy in that 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and it's just a hint of it. Just a hint. I don't know if she can get over her ego and over her narrative that she spun for Harry enough to do that. But it's whispering in the energy for me here. Where are they heading? 2026. Harry's energy is walking away from this mess. That's a lawyery kind of energy, the Queen of Swords, and she's got the Knight of Cups in reverse. She's kind of done. And they're both kind of done in 2026. Let's look at her first, Knight of Cups in reverse. That's rejecting someone emotionally. That's just going cold on a situation. If there is any attempt to woo her or try and lure her back into some sort of display of happy marriage, she's not really interested. She's gone cold on this whole thing. We saw her going and clutching at him at the Kevin Costner thing very recently, but that was for the looks of things. That wasn't for love. Love is out the window here, absolutely on her side of the equation. And as far as he is concerned, we've got this card, which shows up just about every reading I do at the moment, the 7 years of bad luck, walking away from this situation because it has not, after 7 years, it has not brought the benefits that he thought it was going to. A money card again. This marriage is really, in my opinion, all about the money and the status and all of that stuff as well that goes along with money, and titles and honors and medals and things like that. He's gone, and it looks to me like he's the one that does the walking and she's the one that feels abandoned also with this Knight of Cups in reverse, that knight has walked away from her, as well as her energy of rejection. So it goes both ways. It does go both ways. And that Queen of Swords for me could very easily be a divorce lawyer. It could very, very easily be a divorce lawyer in the after tarot. Just very cold, very rational, weighing things, contemplating things, deciding, is this the time now to drop the hammer on this marriage and finish it off, basically. This is not, nowhere in here is there even a hint of a couple that has even vague affection for each other. The only positive emotion in this reading is the King of Cups, and that is not from Harry to Meghan. In my opinion, it's from Harry towards Pa, trying to ingratiate himself with Pa, and I personally believe, my opinion, it's all about the money. So I think things are pretty bad. And I think that Harry's focus is on going back to the UK, and Meghan is in a panic. This is not a huge insight at all. Meghan's in a panic about that and about being left behind, abandoned. She's going to be left behind, at least emotionally, with this Knight of Cups in future. But she's also checked out of this relationship with the Knight of Cups in reverse. It goes both ways for me, this energy. I don't think this marriage can really last for very much longer with this kind of energy and with this kind of separation in terms of priorities, because Harry is all about going back to the UK and this energy, as far as I can tell, my energy reading, and that's where they are. Not a good place. That is the reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.